It's never too late to change. It's never too late to break a bad habit like Isaac and to change your life and become the person you want to be. Don't let people... Oh, shit!
Well, I am back. Hey everybody, it's Lavella here. I hope you're doing fantastic. So it's been a minute, and I'm sorry. MCJUGGERNUGGETS took like a 2-week hiatus, and I kind of took like a 2-month hiatus. Been going through some, life stuff, and I figured that while I'm getting through all that, might as well make some more videos, because I have a ton of content to cover. And I'm going to apologize now, because this video is going to be very long, but I'm going to cut it up into like 3 or 4 parts. So I'm going to try to cover everything as fast as I can and still make sense. I have a lot of things I'm going to go into some detail of, and I'm really excited. A lot of stuff's been going on, a lot of stuff I feel like it needs to be talked about, so here we go. So first off, I want to start by saying that if you watch MCJUGGERNUGGETS channel but you do not watch BIGBRUDDA, I really, really, really want to encourage you to go to BIGBRUDDA's channel, like pause this video, go to BIGBRUDDA, watch his content, but come back, because we have stuff to talk about. Because I really have this firm belief that Jesse and Jeffrey's channels are really going to cross over in this really huge, phenomenal way. Like, I really do. I think it's going to be amazing, honestly. So if you haven't watched his stuff, go watch it. It's worth it. He has a different style. It feels more vloggish, but it's enjoyable. He's got a good personality. So starting off with that, and talking about Jeffrey, we're actually going to start off this whole thing by talking about a sort of a prologue that he started with in his videos. So he had these things to say at the end of 2 of his videos.
Got a lot of plans coming, so I hope you guys stay tuned for more, okay? Take care. And don't worry. Just remember, don't worry.
And doesn't that sound really familiar? Like, Jesse's done kind of the same thing.
Guys, you gotta trust me here. I know what I'm doing. There's a point to everything. You gotta trust me. Just have faith.
So I definitely feel like Jeffrey is doing the same thing that Jesse had done in his video. That just for a moment, he's breaking out of character, and he's pretty much just letting us know that, everything's okay. Stuff is gonna happen. Like, a series is beginning, but we're okay. Like, don't worry. Everything's fine. Everything's under control. That's the vibe that I'm getting from him saying those things. And it's funny because in that last clip, in that very same video, he is seen reading a book called Art of War. And we'll get more into that in a little bit. And I kind of want to note, too, that this isn't the first time that the Ridgway brothers have put in, like, a book or a movie or even a game that has given them inspiration for their content. I mean, hell, you have Isaac from literally The Binding of Isaac, and Jesse is shown playing that game as kind of like I think it's like a Psycho parody type thing. But then you also have Jeffrey with his House of Leaves reference whenever he did his whole channel video, his new channel video. And then you have, again, Jesse with using Misery and also Brain Scan, which those 2 in particular I'm going to go into a lot of detail of here in a little bit. It's probably going to be in the video after this one. So Jeffrey's telling us to not worry, everything's going to be alright, it's okay. And you can't help but wonder why he's saying that, And obviously he's getting ready for a series, and he's just giving us a heads up that, stuff's going to go down, like intense stuff. Which is going to lead me to my next discussion topic. It's going to be the gems. And so if you've been keeping up with BIGBRUDDA's channel, you know that he's been finding all these gems. And as of this recording, he currently has 4. I'm under the impression that he's going to have 6, but we'll get into that as well. So he found the first gem, or really, his dog Ella found the first gem for him. And then that gem led him to the 2nd gem. He happened to find the 3rd gem just by kicking around a pine cone. And then the last gem he actually found because of Jess, his friend, who's also a girl. I don't know if it's a girlfriend or not. But she basically said that she had found a gem in a park. And he's been finding all these in parks, by the way. He's been going on these hikes. He had a whole list of parks he wanted to go visit. It's like his goal. And so far, he's found 3 of them at parks. Jess said that she had found one in a park when she was younger. It was her good luck charm and she still had it. And he basically took it from her, which I thought was interesting. But so these gems aren't your ordinary gems. Like, they kind of have their own powers. And it's really interesting because the first gem, which is a red gem, Jeffrey is convinced that it's like kind of the bad luck gem because he figured that whenever he put that video up that he had found it, his analytics really started to go downhill. He was getting less views and things like that. So he kind of put the blame on that. And it's interesting because, as I will talk about later, the color red is very, very significant right now in what's going on with Jesse and everything else. So the red one is bad luck. The purple one, I think it's not doing anything. No one really knows what the purple one's used for yet. The third one, which was yellow, is kind of for teleportation. Every time he touched it, he found himself somewhere else with a different person having different conversations, and he had no memory of what he had been doing before that. Like, he first found himself at Jess's house. He's like, how long have I been here? She's like, for 5 hours. And he's just like, oh, oops. And then he did it again, and he had found himself with Joe arguing about the gems, actually. And then the green one, he figured green was for good luck, because Jess said it was her good luck charm. So we got the green one. He was really excited, because he's like, hey, maybe this will help with my YouTube videos, give me good luck. And it kind of makes sense color-wise, because green is often associated with growth and money. And so, of course, if he wants his channel to grow, he gets more AdSense, which makes more money for him, I guess. However, the biggest thing to note of these gems is Jesse's, no, not Jesse, the creator. You know what? I'm not going to refer to Jesse as Jesse anymore. I'm going to refer to him as the creator, because that is who's been around this whole time. Like, and he's even told us. He's told us in a video that Jesse's still in the mirror world. So the creator. It's good to note that the creator's progressive hostility towards these gems really means something.
This is Chaos Emerald! Whoa! Wait, what is this?
No, don't touch that.
Ruby.
Yeah.
Look, it's Ruby.
Found it over at Harlan.
Found it.
Yeah, it was like just sitting in like the swamp.
Is it worth anything? Shit, I'm about to auction that off. We'll get 50-50.
What?
Shit, that's actually pretty...
No, I'm gonna keep it.
You sure?
Yeah.
You can keep my button and...
You can take the button, but this is mine.
Alright, whatever, I got shit to do.
Following you?
Yeah, and what's that in your hand?
No, I haven't been following
What do you
you.
got in your hand?
What? I just found these.
What is that?
I don't know, they're just little gemstones. I think it's like some sort of geocaching site.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You have no clue what those are.
No, I have no clue what these are.
I'm wondering if I can count you. Whoa, what the fuck? What the fuck?
What? I haven't even started yet.
No, where did you get more of those shits?
What?
What the fuck, dude? What are you trying to do to me, huh?
What?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to tell you who sucked and who did
I'm
it.
going.
It mostly all suck.
Alright, I'm gone. I'll check back with you guys at the shop. I'm going to the druggie store.
I went like hiking, and then like I go to like state parks and stuff.
Is that where you're doing? Is that where you're finding stuff?
What stuff? There's gems?
Is that where you're finding it?
Yeah, why?
Where are you hiking?
Well, I just went in Pennsylvania recently.
Did you find one of those things when you're doing that, when you're hiking?
Not in Pennsylvania. Am I doing something wrong?
Yeah,
Like-
you're doing a lot of shit fucking wrong. You first things first, you don't go any places hiking. You don't go to any, I don't know where, Pennsylvania or whatever the hell you just said. I wasn't really caring or listening. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's stupid. I am already not interested anymore. Just he's listening to you talk, so just don't fucking do it, alright? Don't fucking go searching for shit that you don't even know. Don't.
Okay. Jeez.
Easy answer. Don't fucking go hiking, dude. If you want people to be interested, don't go hiking. Who even does that?
So you see he keeps getting a little bit more desperate, a little bit more angry, or very angry, and just overall he's starting to panic. Why is he starting to panic? And that's why I kind of want to get into, again, the book, The Art of War. And the first chapter is called Laying Plans, and I really think plans are being laid. And, you know, is there going to be a war between Jesse and Jeffrey? I think so. I think so. But all of this, like all the gems and the hostility that the creator is having towards these things, has also a lot to do with these 3 sheets of paper that Jeffrey found. So it was in his video, I Climbed a Mountain. He, after losing time with the yellow one, he finds different stuff kind of piled around. He found 3 pieces of paper, and one of them he had for a while is a list of parks that he'd been kind of crossing off that he's done. And this time, a bunch of them are crossed off. The second piece of paper is a map, and that one, you can tell it has to do with the gems. You can tell it has to do with the ones that he's found. The one at the bottom there, of course, it says she has, which is referring to Jess's. And as of the recording of this video, there have only been 4 that have been found. And if you notice, there are 6 circles. And then the next piece of paper, which is the big one, it's pretty much the same thing. It's the same map, just a different format, it looks like. And he has the same circles. But see what it says down there at the bottom. A prison. Now a prison for what? What exactly does that mean? And again, if you think about The Art of War, in the first chapter, the laying of plans, and then, you know, you've got Jeffrey having all these gems and finding them all in these parks in this big diagram that says a prison, and meanwhile you have the creator freaking the F out. That all means something very important. And also, he had, amongst those papers, he went onto his laptop and he had been searching, apparently, fire rituals, which rings a bell if you've been watching his videos, because he had a video where he was like going through the woods and he had found something that was like talking about the park, whichever one it was, and how it came to be, and how it came to be through fire.
Born of fire. Fire has been a very important factor in shaping the Pine Barrens landscape we see today. So this place is born of fire. Kind of cool. Born of fire. It's like almost like a Game of Thrones reference or something. Some sort of prophecy. Get back on your horse.
Again, there's that fire reference, and then he talks about, oh, it sounds like a prophecy. But wait, a prophecy had actually been mentioned before in MCJUGGERNUGGETS' video. It was whenever the creator came back. At the end of that video, you had this whole scene. So you have both brothers talking about a prophecy. You've got a fire ritual going on, which this isn't the first time a fire ritual has been like done. I mean, if you look at the Ursula series. But still, it's all a puzzle, and the pieces are being strategically moved around, and I think I'm starting to get the big picture. There's a lot more going into it. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and probably stop this first video here, and just to leave you with something to think about for the next video that's going to come out tomorrow. Jeffrey talks about the Jersey Devil during one of his hikes. So just think about that. And think about that and the Devil Inside series. But I hope you guys enjoyed the first video to that. Trust me, there's a lot more I'm going to talk about. There's a lot of other things that I have to say about all of this. I don't know. I'm glad to be back at it. I'm glad to be here just like talking about this stuff because it's fun. But you guys have a fantastic evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it is. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye. Excuse me.